appointments show up on my calendar and I take the calls. And it requires no additional work on my part. I check the calendar in the morning. I check the calendar for the week. And as they come up, I know who I'm dealing with. I've got all the information in the spreadsheets that you provide. So in one click, I've got their LinkedIn profile up in front of me. It takes me about 45 seconds to prepare for a call. And I typically know exactly who I'm talking to. And so far, the prospects have been right on the money. You delivered on what you said you'd do. In the beginning, you gathered plenty of information to know who I was, what kind of practice I'm trying to run. You encouraged me to raise prices so that all of my interactions would be healthy, valuable, perfect prospects for the business I'm trying to run. Along the way, we made revisions. Along the way, we provided the resources necessary to make this a positive investment. I can say in the first 3 months, I've more than paid for the cost of the program. I appreciate the follow-up, making sure that every step along the way, we've got what we need and we get to continue to revise and automate so that this gets easier and easier as we go. And the return just keeps getting higher and higher. The pricing model actually works out super well. Paying for it up front, I realize it's an investment. I realize it's a leap of faith, but the value is that you pay once. And even though it's expensive on the front end, it will continue to run. It will continue to run well, and it runs forever. So the longer it runs without your involvement, the higher the return becomes, and it amortizes the initial cost of the program over months and years and becomes a no-brainer investment. In my experience, you got to trust the process. And again, I used the term leap of faith. It was a leap of faith. I needed a way to break through the clutter on LinkedIn. You made the commitment early on that you knew what you were doing. You knew that you would break through that clutter and find the clients that I'm looking for. And you said, trust me, because we're going to make it work. It might not work the first try. It might not work the second try, but we're going to keep doing it until it does work. For me, it took 2 tries. We revised the messaging once. After that, it's been smooth sailing. It's been clients or prospects showing up on my calendar every week. And, I'll give you some feedback since you can't raise my price because I've already paid it. When you said, hey, don't mess with the language because we've done this before, we know how it needs to sound. I cannot tell you the number of times that somebody has said to me, hey, it's good to connect with you. I get 10 of these things a week. Most of them are bullshit, but yours actually spoke to me. And I think of you every time that happens. So much so that this one guy, he's got a business that's growing super fast in Tel Aviv. And he said that he took my outreach email or text, or I guess LinkedIn message, and forwarded it to somebody who he knows who's trying to grow a services business, who's doing LinkedIn outreach, and said, look, the reason it's not going well is because you need to make your outreach sound more like this. You delivered on your promise. So that's at the end of the day, you don't get better than that, right?